right, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, today I'm going to be talking about the mindset of a ladies' man, okay? Talk about the mindset you need to have to be the type of guy who, get women, who can get a lot of chicks, who actually is out here making shit happen with women. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to get into all that today. Before we get into all that, though, remember, guys, make sure you get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you guys get that. Click the link below. I'm going to have the link so that you can get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, and or audiobook. All right? So you can get all of that shit going on. You feel me? All right, so today, real quick, I wanted to talk about, the mindset of being a ladies' man, okay? Because what happens, what I'm seeing a lot on the internet, what I'm seeing a lot happening out here, is there's a lot of dudes who are out here and they're going crazy because they're like, I'm not getting chicks, shit ain't popping off. What up, Ross? What up, Caverin? What's going on? People are going, dudes are going crazy. They're getting mad, they're getting upset that they're not getting the type of chicks that they want. Or even just getting women in general, right? What up, Whiskey to Don? What's going on? So, the reason why a lot of these dudes aren't getting women is because they don't have a mindset, a certain mindset that gets them those girls. What up, Joe Blast? What's going on? They don't have that mindset. And so when you don't have this mindset, it's harder for you to make shit happen. What up, Mega Giants? Was good. Ronnie Ron was going on. So you got to understand that, like, your mindset is very, very fucking important. And this is what dudes don't understand. See, I see a lot of cats on the internet, they have this sort of defeatist attitude, right? It was funny, I saw this video the other day. It's by this dude. He has a channel. I think his channel name is Coach Red Pill. And he made a video the other day. It was an excellent video. Shout out to Coach Red Pill. Make sure you guys go to his channel and subscribe to him. But basically, he had a video that was talking about, you can get any chick you want out here. It is not just about your looks and all this other stuff. And he was talking about the importance of confidence. The type of stuff that I've been saying for years. You understand what I'm saying? See, certain dudes get it. But the funny part was, if you look at the comments on some of those videos, a lot of dudes are saying the same old bullshit, oh no, but it's all about looks, and if you don't have the certain type of look, a girl's not gonna want to talk to you, and looks get you in the door, and all that other goofy shit. I appreciate that, Ronnie Ron. What's going on? That's what's up. Nez was popping. Death Row Camp was good. So, dudes is in the comments saying that shit. They're like, oh well, if you don't look good, if you don't have this, thing going on, if you don't got the looks, money, status, all that other shit. So those guys who talk all that stuff don't have the mindset of a ladies' man. When I say a ladies' man, this is like basically a guy who could be a player, a guy who, just knows how to get girls in general, a guy who knows how to attract women, basically. You understand what I'm saying? So you have a lot of these dudes that don't have that mindset. They have the mindset of a person who's defeated. They have a mindset of a person who's scared, because the other dude, Coach Red Pill, on his channel, he made another video in response to the first video he did, where I think he titled it "Defeatists Are a Disease." And basically he was saying that a lot of these dudes with this defeatist attitude, right, they're dangerous. And I agree with him. Meaning, you have a lot of motherfuckers out here who they say a whole bunch of bullshit that's not true. And then you have a lot of other dudes who don't know any better, who believe the bullshit that these guys are saying. I find it funny that, and this is what I find hilarious, guys who have the least amount of experience with women, right, for some reason they seem to be the experts at what women want. The guys who have the least amount of experience with women seem to be the experts at what women want. So what I mean is, these guys on here who talk about, oh, it's just about this, it's just about that. These guys have the least amount of experience. See, what happens is they aren't having experience with women, so they chalk it up to, well, it's because I'm not good looking. So then now they're experts at what women want, because they'll say, well, women only want looks because if it wasn't just about looks, I would get a girl. No. The reason why you're not getting a girl is because you don't have the mindset of a ladies' man. You don't have the mindset of a guy who gets women. It's really that simple. Riding around, you said, what's my opinion on dating a stripper? Date her, fuck it. Why not? Shit. The thing is, though, you gotta, don't be one of these niggas that date a stripper and then, you know, get mad that she's a stripper. You understand? Meaning, like, you date her, then you start falling in love with this chick, or you start catching these feelings, right? And then you want her to stop being a stripper. Like, that's that bullshit. So if you're dating a stripper, be okay with the fact you fucking with a stripper. Period. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, dudes, you know, they don't have the mindset of a ladies' man, so therefore, since they don't have the mindset, they don't get these women. It's so simple that I just don't get how motherfuckers don't understand this. What up, Chizzy City? I don't understand how dudes don't get this. And so, what is having the mindset of a ladies' man? What does that even fucking mean? Right? Well, first of all, you have to be the type of dude who is confident. Yes, confidence. I know y'all don't like the word confidence because you don't believe in confidence and you think confidence is nonsense. You think it's bullshit. But yes, you have to be confident. And confident is based, you know, it's see, this is the thing. Let me go in and explain again, because I'm gonna have to keep explaining this shit. Having confidence is a belief that you have about yourself, a belief, right? Now that belief can be derived from you being competent with doing shit. So this is where we talk about building your confidence. This is where you get guys who say, well, you know, in order for you to be confident, you have to do this or do that. You have to have the past success in order to be confident. So they'll say you can't be confident until you have the past success, then you can be confident. But I'm like, how did you get the past success? What did you do to get that success? Did it just happen like by accident? You understand what I'm saying? Or did you actually take action and do something? Did you believe you can do the thing you did to get that success? Right? So this is why I'm saying it's a belief. It's a belief in saying, well, I can do this thing. But again, you can also build confidence or be confident with knowing you can make something happen. So I'm not saying that's incorrect. But what I'm talking about is core confidence. See, if you're waiting for yourself to do something or for something to happen to you or for a girl to say you're cute or sexy before you can be confident, you're fucking up. Period. You're fucking up. Because the thing is this, you know, dudes, they'll say, well, you can't be confident until you made something happen. So I always use this example. How in the hell did Mr. Locario write books? How? How was I confident enough to write books before I started writing books? I don't know. Maybe I had to believe I can do it. And then that belief created the action of me doing it. And then I did it. And then when I wrote my first book, I said, oh, cool, I can write books. So now I'm even more confident that I can do another one. But I didn't have to wait until I made a book to be confident that I could write books, because I was confident before I wrote the goddamn book. I mean, I thought I was talking to men here. I thought men were supposed to be the logical ones, the ones who make sense. You see what I'm saying? And then this is the thing. People will say, well, you were confident in order to make the book because you were confident in other shit, like other stuff happened to you. So therefore, that's why you were able to write the book, because you had other experiences that, you know, made you feel like you can do something else good. If that's the case, then everybody can say that. You understand? Because if you, right, and I'm all going on a tangent of confidence, but I had to go in. If you were able to get up, and put one foot in front of the other and walk, then you did that. So then, since you're confident of the fact you can walk, can't you just do anything else? King X, you said confidence don't come out of thin air. You're right. Confidence comes from within you. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. It comes from inside. See, when you talking about, see, that's the thing. Dudes, this is how deep the insecurity goes. People think when I say confidence is comes from within, most people don't get it because they're not really thinking. You understand? They're thinking the confidence comes from only outside of outside of you. So they'll say, well, I can't be confident unless a girl says I'm cute. Right? But this is how deep the insecurity goes. Who is that girl and who are these other people? So why is it that there are other people? Aren't you a person too? Don't you have a say? So basically what you're saying is that if you need outside things for you to be confident, you're saying that you're nobody, that you ain't shit. Demetrius said confidence is self-validation. Exactly. Thank you. We got some smart people in the chat room. King X, you said confidence has to be built over time. No, it does not. Okay, let me ask you this, King X. Confidence is, you can say it's synonymous with happiness. Do you need to build happiness over time, or can you be happy right now? Do you need to wait to be happy, or can you be happy right now? So answer me this. What confidence did I have to build before I wrote my first book? Or did I just decide, hey, I'm going to write a book? Now, I never wrote a book before, but I said, I'm going to write a book, and I'm going to finish it. You feel what I'm saying? This is what I don't get with you guys when it comes to this confidence shit. But see, that's the thing. When you have the mindset of a ladies' man, right? You have that confidence. And see, this is what confidence is. You see that girl across the room, right? And you say to yourself, I believe that I can go and get her and I'm going to make something happen with her. Right? You didn't have to have other girls and people tell you you were cool enough first in order for you to go and talk to that girl. So are you saying that if me and you were in King X, if we and you were in a party and you saw a hot girl across the room that you wanted to talk to, are you going to tell me, well, you're not going to go talk to her because you don't have the confidence yet? Your confidence hasn't been built yet. You need more time to build your confidence before you can go and talk to that girl. Is that what you're saying to me? Is that what you're really saying to me? What up, old Johnny? What's going on? Is that what you're saying to me? That's all I want to know. It's crazy, man. Ross Goldberg, he said, is the game ever too hard for anyone to learn or understand, even if they believe in themselves and really listen to someone like you on how to attract women? See, this is the thing. What you got to understand is this. The game is going to be hard or harder for you, right? Is going to be harder for you when you don't believe in yourself, period. And this is why I keep going back. I'm just saying confidence all over again. I'm just saying it all over again. The more that you know, like the more insecurity you have, the more that, because look, what you got to understand is this. If you want to go talk to that girl, it's not saying that you're not going to have a little nervousness with you. You understand? You can be nervous and still be confident. Confident is just a belief. Like I didn't think anyone was going to read my books or like my shit. I didn't know. But I did it because I believed I can do it. King X, you said you would go and talk to her to build your confidence because you get better at the game over time, although it might get rejected. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm trying to tell you, King X, is that you can be confident now. This is what guys don't understand. All it is a belief. You believe you can do it. It's like this, right? Let's say there's a airplane. I never flew a fucking airplane, right? It doesn't mean that I'm gonna go and actually fly the plane now. But you know what a confident person says? You know what? I can fly an airplane. I believe I can fly an airplane. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna learn how to fly an airplane. So my action is taking me in the direction of learning to fly the airplane. So I study up on how to fly the airplane. I do whatever it is that, pilots do to learn how to fly the shit. And guess what? I'm going to end up flying an airplane. But where did that come from? That came from me believing I can do it. So when I believed I can do it, then I took action. It's really this simple. I don't, like, what it's crazy. Oh, man. Man. Shit is crazy. But this is what I'm saying. So that's the thing. To be, to have that mindset of a ladies' man, you have to be confident because you have to believe that women want you. You understand? So what you gotta think and believe that women want you. Man, BBG, you said when you were writing your book, did you have people in your target market constantly wiping their asses with copies of it 99% of the time that you shared it, ignoring you, flaking on you, etc.? See, that's the thing. I'm not even talking about that part. Or you said, or did I have people supporting you? It's not even about people supporting me. It's about me doing the book. Forget people supporting me. I got to get to the point where I do the book. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to believe I can do the book, create it, even before I get a chance for people to shit on me. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, that's the difference between a confident person and a person who's not confident. The person who's confident is saying, I believe I can do the thing. You understand? The person who's not confident is saying, I don't think I'm going to do this, or I can't do this, and I shouldn't bother doing this because people are not going to like it. You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference. Shout out to my dude Everett Overton in the building. That's what's up. He said if a man could put his passion and energy in one area and excel, he can take the same discipline and mindset into another and reap great benefits also exactly. And this is what I'm saying, because dudes will say that and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, you can definitely do that. And so that applies to any area of life. You see what I'm saying? So if you're trying to build that confidence, then you can make it happen. BBG said it's hard to keep up the confidence when running constantly into rejection. And see, and you know why? You know why it's hard? Let me tell you guys why it's hard to stay confident when you keep running into rejection. The reason why it's hard for you to stay confident when you're running into rejection is because you believe that the only way to be confident is to have other people outside of you and other things outside of you telling you you're the shit. Do you understand? This is why I said it's dangerous to just think about that as confidence. You see what I mean? So what I'm saying is you can use that as confidence if you're doing a whole bunch of cool shit and let's say people are gravitating to it, you know you can do it. Yeah, you can build off that, but don't have that as the only thing. If you're saying that's the only thing, you're automatically going to start feeling insecure when people are not fucking with you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like this. If I have a $10 bill, right? The $10 bill stays the $10 bill no matter who says anything about it. I could say, fuck that $10 bill. The $10 bill is still $10. Whoever wants $10 is going to fuck with the $10. Period. So the core of its value is $10, no matter what anyone says to it. And this is what I'm saying about core confidence. This is what I'm saying about having the belief. The $10 believes it's worth $10, no matter what anyone says. You see what I'm saying? So if you're solely just trying to get confidence off of, thinking, oh, well, I got to wait till this person says I'm cute, or I got to wait till this motherfucker says this or that. You see what I mean? That's not the mindset of a ladies' man. That's the mindset of a loser. It's crazy. You said so many people tell you that you got to be realistic and that you will probably never become successful in a field, that you are unlikely to succeed in, like becoming a celebrity, actor, athlete, etc. See, and that's the thing. Shout out Ross, and what up, Elijah? Eli George, what's going on? And the thing is this. It's good to be realistic about what's happening, with what you're doing, right? But most motherfuckers don't even know reality. So when we talk about realistic, what are we talking about? Because you got a lot of dudes on the internet talking about, oh, well, you can't get a hot girl if, unless you look like this. That's not real life, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's dudes who look the opposite of what you think a nigga's supposed to look like, who's getting mad chicks. So yes, be realistic, but let's talk about what's real. Let's talk about what's real. You got dudes out here who are fat with dime pieces. You know what? Let's talk about what's real. You got dudes who most people would say is a good-looking guy who ain't got no game, who can't get shit popping. Let's talk about what's real. You got dudes who are good-looking and they get chicks fucking with them because of their looks. All right, let's talk about what's real. You got dudes who are average-looking, who's cleaning up more than most motherfuckers because they got game. Let's talk about what's real. You feel what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers who's broke, who got mad chicks, who got a whole bunch of baby mamas, who got a whole bunch of chicks taking care of them, buying them shit. I'm telling you. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's be realistic, but let's talk about what's real. That's the thing. Motherfuckers never really talk about what's real. So, the thing is that if you are a guy out here who believes in himself, you can get shit going for you. And that's one of the aspects of being that ladies man, to have that mindset, is that you're confident and you know women want to fuck with you. It's not you think, it's not you hope, you know women want to fuck with you. And see, a lot of these dudes out here, like I was saying, who say, oh, I'm too ugly to get a girl, I'm this and that. It's just their mindset. If they switch their mindset up and actually try to go get some girls, they would get some women. It's that simple. It's really that simple. You see what I mean? Because, but this is the thing. This is the thing that guys, unfortunately, this is how it goes. Because earlier I was saying there's a lot of motherfuckers who wait, hold on, Ross. You said, so is fucking a supermodel realistic for any man? Wait, okay, well, let me ask you this. Are supermodels fucking? Are supermodels getting dick? Do supermodels like to have sex? Are supermodels human beings? So somebody's fucking that supermodel, right? Why can't it be you? Oh, it can't because you're not good looking, you ain't got no money, you ain't got no status. I forgot, my bad. You can't fuck the supermodels. My bad. What was I thinking? And guess what? This is what you gotta understand about supermodels. Ain't nothing special about no goddamn supermodels. I used to model for Polo Jeans back in the day. I fucked with a lot of supermodels. They're just like any other chick. See, that's the thing. You guys, you're not living in the real world. How many of you guys actually approached supermodels. A lot of dudes probably haven't. So how the fuck do you know she likes you? Matter of fact, I had a video. Yo, he didn't succeed, right? Yo, he didn't succeed. Jesus Christ. So he didn't succeed, right? He chopped up a video or put up a video of me and him doing some debate where he called into my live stream. Like this was like a year ago. It was last year. And he put that clip up. And he was talking about we were talking about the whole looks shit and all this other stuff, right? And he's going on and on talking about, yo, I know that women that look like this aren't gonna like these type of guys, or I know that women who are like this are only gonna like these certain types of guys. And this is my question to all of you, like looks matter experts, or it's all about looks experts, because this is what these guys who've never had women before in their life, or who have a hard time getting girls, obviously know everything about women. Because even there's this dude on my channel, his name is, I think, Costas. Y'all probably seen some of his comments. Now Costas he's saying that he's not getting girls because he's not good looking or whatever. And he's always saying, like, Mr. Locario, you don't know what you're talking about, because if you're ugly like me, well, you're not going to get girls, and girls only like these type of guys, and girls only want these type of guys. See, what's happening is that they're only seeing that from their perspective. You understand? They see a good-looking girl with a good-looking dude, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, this is what it is, and this is why I can't get, chicks, period. You understand? And so, when I was talking to He Didn't Succeed on that video, he was like, yeah, because I gave him a scenario. I said something to the effect of, if me and you were walking down the street and there was a hot chick across the street, how do you know that hot girl across the street won't be into you? And he's like, oh, I just know. I'm like, well, how do you know? See, the only way you're going to know if a girl is into you is if you approach her, if you interact with her, period. You see what I'm saying? So, it's that simple. Right? Now, when we talk about the mindset of the ladies' man, right? See, when you have that mindset, you think and believe that you can get any woman you want. You think and believe that you can get any woman you want. Now, I'm actually giving you some game out of this book. This is in the first chapter of this book, How to Have Sex with 200 Women a Day, where I talk about thinking and believing you can get any woman you want. Now, does this mean you're going to get every woman you want? No. But you think and believe you can get any woman you want. And I said this a million times. I assume every chick that I talk to wants to fuck me. Period. That's the mindset of a ladies' man. You understand? I assume that every chick that I approach, that I'm going to talk to, wants to fuck me. Mechanic, I'm going to take calls in a minute. I just assume that. So what happens is, when I assume that, and I approach a girl, right, the interaction is way different. And check this out. Check this out. Let me show you how deep these mindsets go. Notice all the guys who think they're ugly, they think and believe women don't want them. And what is the outcome of that? Huh? Again, I'm going to say this again. The guys who think they're ugly, they think and believe these women don't want them. Now, what is the outcome of that? They not getting no fucking women. Ellie Empire, exactly. BBG, you said, how can you assume that if 90 to 90% of women don't want you? See this, and again, see, you're right there, you're assuming they don't. See, The assumption is just you assuming it. It doesn't have to be true or not. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a fact or not. There's no fact. I haven't approached every girl in the street today, but I'm assuming they want me already before I even approach them. It's my mindset. It's how I think. So if I think this, right, what's going to happen is if I go and approach a girl and she doesn't want to fuck with me, what do you think I'm going to think? Am I going to think, oh, damn, I guess I suck, I'm a loser, girls don't want me? No. I'm going to think something's wrong with her. Like this, look, BBG, check this out, check this out, check this out, check this out. If you had a suitcase with $500,000 in it, right? Wouldn't you assume that most people are going to want that money if you just gave it to them? Be like, here, I'm giving away $500,000. Wouldn't you assume that most of those people, or almost everybody you talk to, would want the money? It's $500,000. There's no tricks, no gimmicks. Listen, free money, tax free, whatever. Do whatever the hell you want it, right? Yes. Now BBG. Now let's say if you go up to someone and say, hey, I'm gonna give you the money, and they say, nah, I'm good, I don't want it, right? Aren't you gonna think they're crazy? Aren't you gonna think they're crazy for turning down a free $500,000 for free? You're gonna think they're fucking insane. You're not gonna think something's wrong with the money. You're not gonna think, oh well, maybe. No, you're gonna think something's wrong with them. Why? Because you understand the value of what you're offering. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. So when you assume that these chicks want to fuck you, you're like that $500,000. So when she's like, oh no, I'm good. Okay, cool. That's on you. Let me go to the next person. Let me see who's smart enough to want to fuck with this. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. And again, that goes right back to the confidence. You see what I mean? So you gotta think and believe these chicks want to fuck with you. You understand? Because the thing is this: the more that you think and believe this, the more that the shit will become the reality, because you're giving off a different type of energy, a different type of vibe. See, what most guys don't understand is this, and this is what I find fucking hilarious with men when they talk about this type of shit when it comes to women. Women are always at the whim of how they feel, and how they feel fluctuates at any time. So what would make you guys think that a woman is... What would make you think this inconsistent creature is going to be consistent on anything? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, if you're saying it's all about looks, how the fuck is she going to be consistent just on that? But everything else, she's all over the place. Or looks, money, she's going to be consistent on looks, money, status, but she's all over the place. Does that make any sense? Fresh Dawn, exactly. You said women change like the weather. Exactly. You said WJ. You said women are consistently inconsistent. Exactly. So if you're dealing with someone who's consistently inconsistent, how are you applying consistency to what they're attracted to? Jesus Christ, man! It's like, yo, it's like, yo, I just be like, yo, see, everybody, you gotta understand something, man. Everybody can't be a dating coach. You understand? Because y'all getting a lot of information from stupid niggas. I'm just being real with you. My dudes who don't understand what's going on. It's real simple. So when you have that mindset for ladies, man, you're confident. You believe and you think and believe women want to fuck with you. You think you're valuable, right? And so when you have that thought process, right? All of that comes through in your actions. You understand what I'm saying? ESA, you said who was my dating coach? I used to listen to a lot of people. I used to listen to Alan Roger Curry back in the day, Ron Wills, Tariq Nasheed, who else? David D'Angelo. There's another dude I used to listen to. What is it? David Wygant. He's good. I mean, there's a few people out there that I used to listen to back in the day. So, you know, man, I know you said turn on the AC to the sun. The AC is on and the fan is on. That's how fucking hot it is around here. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. I'm like, man. But yeah, that's the thing. BBG, you said you can believe all women should want to fuck you. You have a difficult time believing all of them do want to fuck with me because of looking to being shot down in the past. Well, this is the thing. All women aren't going to want to fuck you. You just have to believe it. And why do I say you have to believe it? See, and this is the part, another part of having the mindset of a ladies' man. You have to have a ridiculous, insane belief in yourself. Like to where it almost sounds unrealistic. And I'm going to tell you why. I'll put it like this. Let's say if you wanted to make $50 million, right? If you wanted to make $50 million, you don't want to shoot for $50 million, right? Because you're shooting too exact, or you're shooting too low, because you're going to be striving for that 50 million, but then you might end up making 8 million. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want 50 million, you want to strive for 500 million. You feel what I'm saying? Because then you might make 50 million. It's like if you throw in a party and you want 100 people to show up. You don't invite 100 people. You invite 1,000 people, and then 100 people will show up. So if you want more women, right? If you want a lot of women, you don't think, oh, maybe this girl will like me, maybe this girl won't, maybe no. All these women want to fuck with me. Since I'm putting the bar so high, what's going to happen is, and my confidence and everything is so high, what's going to happen is that I'm going to fall into this range somewhere here. You understand what I'm saying? So there's going to be women who aren't going to want to fuck with me, but I have the belief that every woman I talk to wants to fuck with me. Because what happens is that belief, starts the interaction to where the chicks who are feeling me are going to be really feeling me based off of me already having that confidence and that energy I'm putting out there. So if I talk to like 50 girls, right? I may not get all 50 of them, but I'll get a good majority of them because I have that energy that I could get all of them. And so what's happening, the reason why you're not going to get all of them is because there are things out of your control that you just can't, you can't help. So you might meet a girl who has a boyfriend or a husband who they're in love with and they're not trying to leave them for you, so you're not going to get them. You understand? There's going to be girls who are lesbians, who's not into dick. It is what it is. There's going to be girls who are not, you're not their type. They don't like how you look. It is what it is. There's going to be girls who's not going to be feeling your vibe. It is what it is. You feel what I mean? But that's what you got to understand, man. So you got to have that mindset, man. But listen, let me open up the phone lines real quick, 646-481-3901. So you guys can call up whenever you want. That is the number. Yeah, man. But yeah, dude's got to, you got to have that mindset. If you have that mindset, that's when shit's going to pop off. You got to really think and believe you could get shit going, man. That's what you got to do. But see, if you don't have that mindset, it's going to be hard for you to be successful because There's going to be a lot of shit that's going to try to pull you off course. There's going to be a lot of situations that you get into that if you don't have that mindset and belief in yourself, that's going to lead you astray. This is why I was saying earlier that those guys who are these defeatist motherfuckers are dangerous. Because what happened is, if you keep hearing motherfuckers say, oh, it's all about looks, it's all about looks, it's all about money, it's all about status, it's all about looks, it ain't about game, it's all about this. What happens is that you start to believe that, and then you feel like, well, there's nothing I can do. And that fucks with your confidence. Because you started out believing that your confidence is on the outside. Like, oh, well, I need this person to say this about me for me to feel good about myself. Which is fucking crazy. El Ho, you said, do you believe that there is a woman for every type of man? Yeah, of course. Now, look, there's a dude, I forgot, somebody wrote it in the comments before. There's a dude, some motivational speaker dude, who has no arms and no legs, and he got a wife. You understand what I'm saying? So, of course, that's an extreme example, but I'm just using that to, to show you guys what it is. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Got you.
Yo, speak up. I can't hear you.
Got you.
Oh, what's going on? Why you sound so low? What's going on with you, bro?
Oh, because I had other things in the background.
All right, so what's going on with you?
You said the first chapter, right? You said, I heard you talking a little bit, because I came a little bit late, about the mindset thing.
Right.
So I could get any woman I want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I read the book, but, like, how do I keep that constantly in my head?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know it's simple, but it's like, it comes and goes when, when I'm thinking about some other stuff.
All right, so let me ask you this. Are you black, white? What's your race?
I'm black.
You black. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Do you ever have to question you being black?
Nah.
If somebody said you Chinese or you white, would you start thinking you Chinese or you white?
Nah.
Okay, so what I'm trying to illustrate is this: is that no matter what happens, you black. You understand? So the same thing needs to be said for your mindset. You see what I'm saying? It's a little bit more challenging for your mindset, but you have to have the same mindset. So what it is that your mindset has to be to the point where you know that women want you, period. So everything that you're doing, right, is either in it's going in the direction of that, or it's going out of it. You feel what I mean? So what it is this. Let's say, for example, you meet a girl and you say hi to her and she smiles at you. You feel what I'm saying? Now, what you say to yourself is, yo, she's smiling at me because she want to fuck with me because I'm the shit. I'm that dude, right? And now you go to another girl, you say hi to her, and she just looks at you funny and walks away. You be like, oh, she crazy because she didn't recognize, she too scared to fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? You just got, so what it is you're always reconfirming to yourself that you're the shit. And then so that energy comes out when you see what I mean? That's what we talk about when we talk about building your confidence. You see what I mean? Because you're constantly managing your mindset. And see, that's the thing. That's the part that guys gotta understand. It's a management thing, because it's like going to the gym. Like, you can't just go to the gym one time and be like, well, I worked out last year. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you gotta keep going back. So you have to keep continuously feeding your mindset. You see what I mean? So for example, like even the other day, like I listened to a lot of like audio programs about like business, confidence, work ethic, spirituality, all this other stuff. So the other day I was listening to some shit because I was feeling a little bit down. So as I'm listening to it, it's reminding me of the shit that I should already know. You see what I'm saying? And so this is why you have to constantly be on top of yourself to remind yourself of the type of dude you are. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep reminding yourself of your value sometimes, because again, this is what I keep saying, is that if you let the outside things get to you, right, then it's going to keep festering into the negativity. See, you're always going to be in a constant battle with yourself. And so this is why you have to make sure that you're always on point with your shit, because the thing is, you want to strengthen your confidence. You want to strengthen it to the where, because the thing is this, the shit is already there. It's basically you just have to strip away all the bullshit so that you can continuously see it. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like easy for me to say hi here and there with females. If I say hi to one, I can say hi to like 3 or 4 other ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like the next day, my confidence is like going away.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to put in my mind, like, you probably have to keep doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to keep doing it every day, because it's the thing. This is why I be telling dudes, like, that's part of the reason why I had to create something like the Bad Boy membership, because it's consistent, reaffirming of the principles of what you need to do. Because it's like this: if you go to a swimming pool, right? The pool might be cold as hell. You got to dip your foot in, and then you're like, shit, this shit is freezing. So then you dip your foot in, and then you get your foot in a little bit, and you get both feet in, and then you jump in, and you just get used to the cold, right? So now you're used to the cold, so you can swim around. Now you're gonna get out the pool, and then you come back the next day, right? What's gonna happen the next day? You're gonna have to dip your foot in again and get you back used to the cold. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. So you're gonna have to continuously, stay on top of your mindset. You see what I mean? So you have to always keep coming back to it to reaffirm and reassess what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a one-time thing. It's not like, oh well, I feel confident now and it's all done. No. It's a continuous process. You feel what I'm saying? You're managing your shit all the time. You feel what I mean? So
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So I just keep reading over, the chapter, like the first chapter, so I can refresh my mind, and then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Once I get used to the first chapter, I can just I already know. While I open the book, I could just be like, oh, it's already in my head. So
right. It's some, because you ever watch Coach Corey Wayne?
Yeah.
What does he always say about his book?
3% men.
Right. He says, read the book 10 to 15 times.
Yeah, because he know how some people probably try to skim through it.
Right, exactly.
And then once you skim through it, you ain't gonna know.
Right, exactly. And that's what you got to do. You got to keep being on top of it. See, whatever you keep doing, it's going to sink in. It's going to get in there. This is why a lot of the dudes who keeps talking about, it's only about looks, it's only about money, it's only about status. They're conditioning themselves to believe that, which is why they're going to keep failing. You see what I'm saying? That's all they're thinking about, which is why they're going to keep failing, because what's going to happen is they're never going to feel they're good looking enough. They're never going to feel they have enough money, or they're never going to feel that they're at the status they want to be. So they're going to just continue to keep failing. You see what I'm saying? So the more you put into your mind, that's what you're going to get out. That's what's going to build your shit. So this is why you got to keep telling yourself, and also while you're out doing your thing, looking for those signs that reaffirm that belief you have. Because it's all about, this is what you got to understand. Everything is out there. The negativity and the positivity is out there. So basically what it means is that the girls who are going to reject you are out there, but the girls who are going to accept you and going to actually want to fuck with you are also out there. So the thing is that when you run into a woman who is feeling you, all you're saying is, yeah, that makes sense. She's supposed to be feeling me. I'm the shit. Of course she's going to be feeling me. Come on. Right? When you're dealing with a girl who's not feeling you, it's like, well, you know what it is? It is what it is. That's part of the game. Or you can say, look, that girl just wasn't ready for a dude as fly as me. It is what it is. You see what I mean? That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And then the thing is, you're going to build your shit. You see what I mean?
Can I change it, like, the quote to, like, oh, these ladies love me? Because, like, right now, if I say that, because I'm going to go out in a few minutes, and I'm going to hit the gym, my plan is to go to the spa meet so my sister pay for her whatever she got to do. But after that, I'm going to the gym.
Right.
And then I just want, the mindset right now is like, women's love me. So I guess when I see a female looking at me, then I'm like, oh yeah, she love me. And I feel that power right now is like lifting.
Right, and see, this was gonna happen when you talk to girls when you have this certain mindset. It's a different. You're gonna start talking to them different. They're gonna feel it too because imagine you talking. Think about the difference between a guy who uh, who thinks women don't like him versus a guy who thinks women like him. Right? If you go up and let's say both those guys go up to a girl who's sort of like not really giving them any type of like energy, right? The guy who thinks women don't like him, he's gonna go up to the girl and be like, "Hey, hi, what's your name?" And she's gonna look at him like, give him a dirty look or whatever. And he's gonna walk away because he's gonna be like, "Oh, she don't want me because I'm ugly," right? The guy who thinks women want him, right? He's gonna say, "Hey, what's up? What's going on? How you doing?" She's gonna give him a funny look. He'd be like, "Yeah, what you looking at me like that? You looking at me like you want me, like you want to stick your tongue in my mouth." You understand? Like something crazy because he's already bold enough to feel like she already wants him. You see what I'm saying? Which in turn can switch her shit up.
At that store that I told you about, it was like 3-4 women came in, and I was like saying hi to them. One looked at me like a weird way, but she hesitated, like she kept looking at me, and she knew, like, man, like he probably wanted me or something. Like she couldn't leave because she kept looking at me.
Right.
But yeah,
I'm telling you, that's the thing. That's the thing,
and
man.
I realized when I have that negative energy in my head, like talking all that smack, my voice be different. It'd be low.
Oh yeah.
Females be like, this and that. What? I didn't hear what you say, or nah, I'm okay.
Right, and because you giving off that low vibration when you got that insecure, sort of negative, like nervous type of energy all the time. You see what I mean? But when you have that confident, like, yo, I'm the shit is all good, you have almost like this arrogance, like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, come on, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, so that's what it is that you're giving off a different energy based off of what you think and believe about yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is. Because you can, look, I even said this the other day where I was talking about how, I think I said this in another video, I was saying that energy is important. And I used the example of like a bully in the school. Like, the bully in the school goes up to the nerdy dude and he's like, yo, I'm going to see you at 3 o'clock, blah, blah, blah. So the motherfucker is scared of the bully, but the bully didn't do nothing yet. All the bully did was put out a certain type of energy, and the nerd kid believed him because of the energy he put out. You see what I'm saying? He felt scared because of the energy the bully put out. So it's the same thing when you're dealing with chicks. They'll feel something based off the certain type of energy you put out. And you got to understand something about women too, is women can tell the difference between a man who's comfortable within himself versus a man who's not comfortable. You understand? So what happens is, because think about it like this. Put yourself in a woman's situation. Imagine you're a woman and you're 25 years old and dude's been trying to holler at you since you was 17, 18 or whatever it was. You're used to recognizing the guys who are comfortable and the guys who aren't. So you can tell when a dude who's nervous and insecure approaches you. And you can tell when a guy who's confident approaches you. Who do you think is going to look better to her? The confident nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he ain't going to be like everybody else. He will say something way different.
Right.
And, like, he'd be comfortable to say it. And then she going to be like, oh, yeah. That's why they usually probably stay when your mind is different. If we had the same mind like everybody else, you'd be like, oh, how are you doing? And the regular stuff.
Exactly. Right.
Like, oh, yeah,
and look, and you got to understand something.
This is how it go down.
You got to understand something. Most of these chicks, 90% of the guys that try to holler at them or try to get with them are the dudes who ain't got no game. So this is why I be telling dudes, if they step up their game, not only are you going to be on point, but you're going to stand out from most dudes, which will make it easier for you to get these girls. This is why certain guys who don't look that great or who aren't the best looking dudes get hot chicks. Why? Because the chicks have been used to a whole bunch of cornballs interacting with them. So the woman's not looking for the guy just because he's handsome. Yeah, of course a woman's going to like a guy because he looks good or whatever, or she thinks he's handsome, but that's not the end all be all. Why? Because one, it's easy for, and this is what I said before in another video, and this is what's so funny about the whole looks thing. It's super easy for a woman to get a good looking dude. It's Easy. You understand?
Yeah.
Because right, you know what I'm saying? Because the good-looking dudes are also out there trying to get some pussy. So they're getting those good-looking guys are also approaching women. So it's not that she needs to. Oh my God, I have to have this guy because he's sexy. You feel what I mean? So what it is that what the thing that trumps everything is the overall package of the guy. So of course, if a guy looks good and he got game, oh, it's the shit. She's like, yes, this is the motherfucker right here. But the thing is, if a guy is just like an average looking dude, but his game is on point, he's gonna beat out the good looking dude who's lame every time. You see what I'm saying? And so that's because he is on point with his shit. He got that mindset of a ladies' man. He's confident. He goes up to her. He's talking to her, and he's not fazed by anything that happens in an interaction at all. You feel what I'm saying? And that sometimes is what makes women who at first weren't trying to fuck with you want to fuck with you, because you got to understand this aspect too. And I got to definitely get guys to understand this. Sometimes women, just off of reflex, will be standoffish to you. You understand? I'm gonna say that again. Just off of reflex, women will be standoffish to you. Meaning that if you are going to approach a girl, you might have been the 9th, 10th, 11th guy who approached her that day. And all 11 of those guys could have been lame. So she might think you're the 12th lame nigga. So of course she's going to be a little standoffish from you. So now if you make her standoffish energy fuck with you, then you're done. You see what I'm saying? Because now what's going to happen is you ain't going to get her. Then you're going to walk away from the situation feeling all negative and fucked up. You understand? And then you're going to take that energy to the other chicks. You see what I mean? And that's the thing that dudes got to understand is, you know, dudes got to know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is, bro. But yeah, man, yo, keep doing your thing, man. I'm glad that you out here, you know, getting it going. You feel me?
I gotta be out here.
Yeah, man.
Because all the game you giving me, and I'm not using it right. Oh yeah, I have to go outside.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Thank you.
All right, bro. Peace. Crazy. Oh my goodness. You know what's weird? Every time when I look at myself in this camera, it makes my head look fucking huge. I'm like, I know I don't look like this in real life. This shit just look mad weird to me because it's like it looks oval or something. Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, Mr. Locario, what's good?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
This is Miguel from Texas.
What up, bro? What's going on with you?
What's good? No, I just putting into the show while I'm at the desk. Mm-hmm. And I completely agree about what you said about the mindset. Mm-hmm. But what I think is, I think what affects a lot of us dudes, mm-hmm. a lot of the times, to be honest, mm-hmm. is the people around us. And mm-hmm. so what I mean by that is that I'm a dude who just recently got back into the gym, mm-hmm. and there are times where I bulk up, right?
Right.
And so the people around me will sit here and be like, for example, a woman in my family will be like, "No, don't hit the gym. Watch, when you get those muscles, your dick is gonna shrink." I'm sitting there like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. but then, you know, there'll be times where like I'll buy myself like a blazer, and I'll get it tailored, right? So it looks really, really good. It looks well fitted, and then, you know what I'm saying, after I come back from working out, and then, you know what I'm saying, I look fit, the jacket's fitted, the look just looks fresh as fuck, right?
Right.
I'll get the oh, you think you're all that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Because you got big arms now, because you're dressing up and you're doing all this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's kind of
right. That's just haters, man. You know, that's that. But you got to understand something. The reason why people do that is because when you're improving, there's certain people, since they're not improving, they feel a certain type of way about that because they're still in the same place while you're getting shit going. You see what I mean? And so,
right.
and so they have this fear that you're gonna leave them behind. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why that's why people be doing that just in general, where they'll try to talk you out of shit, or they'll try to say, "Oh, don't bother doing that. That's gonna be too much," or this is gonna happen, and that's gonna happen. Again, that's that defeatist mindset. That's that thing where they feel a certain type of way because the fear that's within them, they're projecting that onto you. You see what I mean? Because you might be doing certain things that they feel like they can't accomplish, or that they don't have the willpower to do, or that they don't feel confident enough to make happen. You see what I mean?
Word.
That's all that is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I think at a point now, my mindset's starting to change, because even if you make all the changes, there's a lag in between your accomplishments and your mindset sometimes, right? Like there's a lag. What I mean by that is that you could have, let's say you became dating coach of the year, just all of a sudden, right? And but at the same time, you don't necessarily feel it yet because it's so new. So now, there are times where, now that I've been working on myself for quite some time now, there are times that I just do things naturally, right? So what I mean by that is, like, I like put myself first,
right?
And or I'll tell other people to wait while I come through, right?
Right.
And people will get upset at that, and I'm starting to, like, pick up on that. But no, that's just all I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still got plenty of work to do. So,
no, I feel you.
Yeah.
Just stay on course, and don't pay attention to those people who are saying that type of shit, and just understand that the reason why they're saying that is because they have fear within their own selves and their abilities to do what they need to do, and they were just projecting that on you. You see what I'm saying? So you just gotta understand that that's part of it. You know what I mean? And don't let that get to you. The unfortunate part is that there's a lot of people who are like that. So you gotta sort of, and like I was telling the other caller, you have to continuously, check in with yourself. You see what I'm saying? And manage your emotions, and make sure that you are, understanding how valuable you are all the time. You see what I mean? Because you can get caught up in the, you can get caught up in the bullshit of the world, and then you start believing all the nonsense they say, and then you end up turning into them. It's like they zombies. It's like you gotta watch out, make sure they don't bite you, because after that you're gonna turn into one of these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying?
I completely agree, and it's crazy because over the years, you know what I'm saying, like, those people, whether it be my close family, like, I've kind of had them at, like, an arm's length, right? But I've surrounded myself with friends that have gotten me interviews, friends that have helped me out in hard times, you know what I'm saying? Like, real quality people, and it's really, it's really affected the trajectory of kind of like my progression. Right. And so, something that you said at the very beginning of this video that people tend to overlook is that this shit is every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are days that, even though I'm still working on my mindset, I feel a little bit less constant. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's still like a work in progression every day. Right.
And some you gotta keep that all the time. Trust me. It's like, I'm gonna have to do a whole another show just about just that, because there's a lot of deep shit that, because you got to do that with yourself, and you got to do that with the women you deal with. You see what I'm saying? You got to know how to keep that energy, with the women you deal with to maintain relationships. But that's a whole nother. I'm gonna talk about that in another joint. Like, I'll probably do that next week, because that's some other shit that guys gotta understand. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But yeah. And just going even further on the work, it's like every time that, you know what I'm saying, I go harder, I call into maybe like one of your shows, Kevin Samuel's show, or somebody else's show, right? And they'll be like, nah, nigga, go harder.
Exactly. Nah, for real. That's what it is. Because even myself, I be having to tell myself to go harder too. You know what I'm saying? Because, I work hard, but it's like, I still feel like I could do better and get better, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm always learning. I'm always, you know what I mean? And so that's what I be wanting to do, is to understand that, the more success, the success you're gonna have is correlated with how bad you want it, how much you do it, how you maintain what you're doing, all of that other stuff. It's like, it's not this one-time thing. It's not this overnight thing. It's not just it's this 1-2 thing. That's why, I keep bringing back up the whole looks, money, status thing. It's not that simple. You see what I mean? Like, looks, money, and status, yeah, that helps in certain situations, but it's never just one of those things, or those things at all. It's a combination of everything that needs to be consistently worked on. You see what I mean?
Right.
So that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
But yo, man, I appreciate the
So,
call, my dude. You feel me?
Appreciate it, Locario.
All right, man.
Have
I'm
a good
hollering
one.
at you, bro.
Peace.
All right, peace. All right. Let me send this email real quick. Motherfuckers is emailing me like crazy. Hold on. Shit. This ain't even a thing. Man. I'm up here trying to multitask and shit. Somebody emailing me because they want the login and all that stuff. Right, look. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hello?
Yo, what up? Is this Nez?
Yeah, it's Ned from London.
Nez, what's popping, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been?
I'm good. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm just tired because I was out today. Actually had like a session with Eddie Hitchens for a few hours from Street Attraction.
Okay,
So
cool. That's what's up.
Coaching me in he was like coaching me in Central, like around Trafalgar Square, Covent Garden, that type of thing. Just,
All right, cool.
Making me approach and miking me up and telling me where I went, giving me advice and telling me where I went wrong and showing me himself how it's done. Yeah, he's pretty good. I learned quite a lot. He's good. He got approached 3 girls and got 3 numbers. He's got good game. I mean, he's been doing this since like 2005. So
nice. So how did it go? Did you get anything popping out there? How'd it go?
I got a couple of numbers, but it was like one of the girls I messaged, but she didn't answer back to me. I just wanted to ask like where I went wrong, because it was like a girl from Brazil who was like a tourist here. And she said she's going back next week.
Oh,
so
shit.
I just went up to her. Yeah, I just went up to her and she had a rucksack on. I was like, I'm liking your parachute. What country did you land from? And she was like, Brazil and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I spoke to her for a bit and got her number. And I was like, we'll go out for a coffee. And she was like, yeah, seemed enthusiastic. But when I sent her a message on WhatsApp saying, cool to meet you. Hope you had a nice time in Trafalgar Square. And I think she read the text but didn't respond. So I don't know like where I went wrong.
Man, you need to set. See, the thing is, you need, especially with that, when you meet a girl from out of town, right? Most girls who are from somewhere else and they're about to leave, they're looking for some dick. They're ready to. They're looking to make it happen. If they, you know what I'm saying, they go on vacation, if in another country, state, whatever it is, they're ready to get down. So you have to make sure that you're moving on that quick, and it has to be more detailed when you contact her. So you don't want to just contact chicks and just say, hey, what's up? It was good meeting you, whatever. That's cool, but you have to add on, hey, what's up? It's good meeting you. What do you let's meet up tomorrow at so and so, or when are you free? Let's meet up at this place or that time or whatever. So you got to make sure you set the date. You feel what I mean? So I would hit her back up and be like, listen, let's meet up tomorrow or whatever. And she'll be like, oh, I'm not free tomorrow. If they say she's not free, cool. What day you free before you leave it? And then let her tell you when she's free. Then you meet up with her that time. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make sure
It'll seem weird, like if she didn't reply the first time, for me to be sending another message and say, let's meet up at this time or whatever.
No. But this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. She's only here for a week, so this is why it does. At this point, it don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? So now, since she's only here for a week, you want to quickly set something up. You see what I'm saying? Sooner than later. So when did you text her this? When did you text her the message you sent her? When did this happen?
Like an hour and a half ago, something like that.
Hour and a half ago? All right, cool. Well, this is what you're going to do. Tomorrow morning, hit her up. If she doesn't hit you back by tomorrow morning, if she hits you back today, then you set up something for today or whenever. But if she doesn't hit you back, tomorrow morning, hit her up and be like, yo, what's good? When are you, when are you free? Let's get together. Or are you free today? Let's meet up today. So you want to be able to get her out to see you. And you want to be able to say this quickly so that if she doesn't respond, then you know to like just keep it moving. So you don't waste any more time on her. Because the thing is, she knows she's only here for a limited amount of time. You see what I'm saying? So you want to be able to make something happen, because let me tell you something. If she's out there and let's say she doesn't meet any other dude. You feel what I'm saying? Because like, let's say she's feeling you, whatever. She'll hit you back and y'all see each other and it'll be all good. But let's say she's sort of wishy-washy about it just for whatever reason. Maybe she's like there with a friend or whatever it is, you know, or there's other guys who aren't really coming on to her like that. Since you're the option, she'll probably fuck with you because you're the one being the more aggressive and assertive. So this is why, you know, in these situations, this goes for everybody out there, is that when you meet a girl who's in your city for a short period of time, you got to move quick. You see what I'm saying? Because she's waiting for something to happen, and you could be the guy that she can make something happen with. There's times where I met chicks who were like in like New York City for maybe like 4 or 5 days. You know what I mean? And I met them like at a bar or something just randomly, and I end up either smashing that night or the next day. You feel what I'm saying? Because since I know that they're only in town for that time, that's when I do it. Even sometimes I even say that to them. I say, listen, you know, you're only gonna be here for a few days, so I know, you know, you should get some dick before you go back to wherever she's from. You feel what I'm saying? Like there was this chick that I met who was from, she wasn't even like, I think she was from like Florida, so she wasn't even like out of the country. She just was visiting here from Florida and shit. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna be here for the weekend. So I said, listen, you know, I'm gonna come through to your hotel, give you some dick before you go back to Florida. I said it just like that. You know what I mean? And then she was like, oh, okay. And she's like, oh my God, you're so bold. And I was like, well, let's make it happen. She's like, all right, cool, come through this time, whatever. And I came in and did it. You see what I mean? So they understand what it is. So they want to have fun too. Remember, chicks want to get dick. Chicks like to have fun. Chicks like to fuck. So all you got to do is put yourself out there of being a guy who knows this. So that, because remember, there's going to be a lot of other dudes that probably will try to talk to her, but they might not be as bold or as well versed in the game to know how to make something happen. So if you're the guy who knows how to make it happen, she will gravitate to you first, or you more, because you know what it is. You see what I mean? That's what you got to understand. And sometimes you might not even be the guy she's like that into, but because you're there and because you said something, she'll make it go down. You see what I mean?
Right.
So you know.
Well, yeah, I'll message her, but I doubt she'll respond anyway. But no, there was
See, you got that doubt on you. You gotta have that mindset of the ladies, man. Assume she wanna fuck with you, bro. Don't think that like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that way, because if you think that way, that's gonna come off in your whole demeanor all the time. You gotta think she wanna make it happen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, there was these 2 other girls who we were talking to in the National Art Gallery. So we just went up to them and started chatting them up, and they were like 17, 18-year-olds, like going back to well, I got one of their numbers, but the fact is, like an hour later, they said they were taking the train back up to Leeds, and Leeds is like a city up north. It's kind of it's near Scotland, so you know, that was like a dead number. But these girls were like probably overwhelmed by masculinity, because they seem like the shy, nervous, like geeky, studious types, like studying theoretical physics in university and stuff. And,
right.
Usually the guys they hang out with are these nerdy male feminist types.
Right, so, and plus those girls,
they get all nervous.
Plus those girls are young too, so a lot of times, you know, when you're dealing with certain young chicks, sometimes it's a different energy. Where because you have certain girls, if you have the ones that are young in the mind, then you have the ones that are young, but they have a little bit of, you know, maturity to them. Those are the best ones, because they know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know which ones you're talking to. You see what I mean? So, you know,
yeah, it's
crazy, man.
Yeah,
but dude, just keep, you know, hit that chick back up, man, and see, because you ain't got nothing to lose. This chick leaving in the week, who the fuck cares? If she hit you up, she hit you up. If she don't, she don't. It is what it is. But get on that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. Yeah,
all right,
bro. That, yeah, thanks.
I'm out at you.
Catch you later. Yeah.
Peace.
All right.
All right, that's my dude Nez right there. But yeah, man, you know, when you got them chicks from out of town, you got to jump on that shit quick. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hello?
Yo.
It's Jay out in Brooklyn again.
What up? What's going on?
Yeah, man. I called like maybe like a week. I made a decision recently, and I just wanted your opinion about it.
All right, go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, like I remember, like I called like maybe like a week or two ago.
Mm.
But I was a dude with a fat girlfriend.
Uh huh.
Yeah, yeah. And man, I recently decided to kick it to the curb, and I wanted to give you like a breakdown of the situation,
Okay,
and just
cool,
get your
cool.
opinion, and just get your opinion about like the decision I made. Right.
Okay.
So on top of the whole like health issue that I told you about,
Mm.
um, she had like a. I'm a bad boy member, and like I remember like that program you said like check your girl or whatever.
Right.
She had like this issue with like disrespect and
Mm.
stuff. So like a lot of the times, like when we get into disagreements, she like raise her voice at me
Oh
and
damn.
like curse and stuff
Shit.
and like roll her eyes and all this. Yeah, man. And
Damn.
so like recently we got into an argument. We got into an argument, and she was doing it again. She was like, yelling and like cursing and stuff, and
Mm.
like rolling her eyes. And I was like, "Yo, you need to stop. Like, you need to show me some respect. Like, stop."
Right.
And then she was, and then she like, "Oh, you're not my father. This is not like."
Wow. Wow. See?
Yeah, man. She was like, "Oh, you're not my father. Like this and that. Like I don't gotta do nothing, and I gotta be genuine in the moment. If that's how I feel, like you gotta take it and all this stuff." And so I saw where things were going. So
Mm.
like I wasn't yelling. I was just like, all right, well, if it's gonna be like that, if you're gonna talk to me like that, I'm just gonna leave.
Right.
So like I got my bag and just left.
Mm.
And so after I left, she was texting me to come back. She was like, oh, you just don't leave me like that, like this and that, whatever. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to be rational,
Mm.
go back and see if I can work things out. But she needs to like understand like how this is like disrespectful.
Right.
So like I go back, and like when I go back, I'm chilling in the room. Mind you, her roommates are there,
Mm.
so they can hear the whole thing going down.
Right.
So like I'm in the room, and there's like a silence for like 10 minutes
Mm.
because it's tense. It's really tense.
Right.
And so after a while, I'm like, do you see like the problem with you rolling your eyes like when I'm talking to you, like all that? And she's like, well, I'm not gonna change myself for you and this and that. You gotta have to like learn to like fucking deal with it and all this stuff, like cursing, like
Right. Wow.
yelling and stuff. And dude, yo, Locario, she takes a pillow, like not like it was only a pillow, but still, like she takes a pillow and throws it across the room. Like not aimed at me, but she starts like throwing pillows and shit.
Wow.
And, and so like at that point,
Mm.
I just took the keys for her room that she gave me. I put them on the dresser, and I was like, "Yo, I'm about."
Right.
And that was it. Like no argument, no nothing.
Right.
Like,
That's what's up, man. Yo, I gotta give you a round of applause though for getting the fuck out of there. Real, yo, that's because that wasn't gonna go nowhere but south. Like you got out when you lucky you got out when you did, because if it's getting that crazy where you already bounced, you try to come back to tell her, listen, let's talk about this so we could really see what's popping, and then she's still acting crazy. Nah, man, that's you gotta call that a date. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, for real. And the thing is, like, when I decided to end it, cause like after that argument with Locario, I was done. Cause I was checking her on that since the beginning of the relationship. I was
Right.
like, yo, don't raise your voice at me, don't curse to me. Like,
Right.
I don't know who you've been dealing with in the past, but like, I'm not with that shit. So don't do that. And then like 7 months into it, she was still doing it.
Right.
Still doing it.
Right.
Man.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And so.
If they still doing it, you got to be like, okay, well, she can't be helped now. It's over. Like I gotta call it a day.
And you got to remember from a couple weeks ago, man, I'm already dealing with this other issue. You're already getting bigger and bigger. I'm trying to deal with this, and you can't even show me some respect.
Right.
Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so like after that, like I called it a day with her, and the thing is, like, she was trying to make it seem like I was like cruel for not wanting to like give her another chance and all.
Oh
this
my
stuff.
God.
And this and that, and like and it makes me look really bad, Locario, because like she's never introduced a guy to her family before,
Mm.
and I was the first, and I was the first guy I was that like ever met her family.
Right.
Her old grandpa who might die soon,
Mm.
and all that stuff. And I literally just met them, Locario, like a week ago.
Wow.
And like a few days later, I dumped her. So that makes me look like a bad guy.
Hey, that's what happens. But that's all on her. Of course, she gonna talk shit about you, talking about, oh, he's an asshole and this and this and that. But it is what it is. Like, she's acting ridiculous, so you gotta drop her, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's only so much you could do at a certain point where it's like after that we're done. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
After that we're done.
Like,
like,
yeah. Like there was nothing I could do after that. Like, and like the comment that like that whole thing when she told me like, "Oh, you're not my father," I really didn't like that comment.
right.
It sounded like, cause like a few months into the relationship, I should have like pinpointed this before I got into a relationship with her.
Mm.
She was telling me how heavy she was with that feminist shit, and I don't really mess with it. I don't really.
Oh,
mess
she
with
said
that,
she's on. She said she's a super feminist type chick.
Yeah, but I never picked up on it before the
Oh
relationship.
man.
Yo, and so like when she said, "Oh, you're not my father," like immediately I do that connection. I was like, "Ooh, she wanted some of this shit heavy."
Mm.
Like I can't even like get the respect I deserve. I'm already like trying to hold this down. Like I'm trying not to be shallow about the situation.
Right.
Like because you fat, and now you want to be disrespectful too. Like I can't. Like nah, if I got married to a chick like that, like man, I could just see my life being like a living hell. Like honestly.
That's what I'm saying. And see, this is good that you peep this, and it's good that you did this too, because see, when you get rid of chicks who are not benefiting you, or they're belligerent or the whatever, it first it gets you out of that situation, and two, it trains you to be the guy who doesn't take that type of behavior from women. You see what I'm saying? And then it opens yourself up to get better women who's going to treat you how they need to treat you, because you come across as that guy who's like, look, I ain't taking that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is, man.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I do feel like a little like sad or whatever, but like.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of the game. Like you know, you was with your girl. I'm sure you have feelings for her and all of that. But it's kind of like, you know, it sucks sometimes. You love somebody, but you know, and you got those feelings, but you know, you can't be with them if they're gonna be on some other shit. You know what I mean? It's the same. Yeah. It's the same thing as if you have a crazy fucking you know, relative. Like, you might love your relative, but they might be crazy to the point where they need to go into like a psychiatric ward or some shit, or they gotta get checked out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So it is like what it is.
Like, something I really gotta say to all the guys like listening to the show right now is that they really, like, before like anything gets serious, they really gotta like check out like these girls and make sure you really know who these girls are.
Facts, exactly. Exactly.
Something else, like
exactly.
Like months into the relationship, Locario, like 5 months into the relationship, we were talking over like breakfast or some shit. I forgot like what started the conversation, and she was on this like feminist type shit where like, oh, and I don't listen to no man and this and that, and like, and I had to stop her. I had to stop her. Like, in the middle of the sentence, I was like, well, how I do it, like, in a relationship, like, I'm the leader. Like, you stepping into like my like,
right,
like. Hey, like, this ain't no, like, it was like she got a kick out of being, like, rebellious or something.
Right.
I was like, look.
And see, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. Look, you know, like you said, you gotta peep these chicks out, because, look, if and I said this before in the video, I said, look, chicks, a girl being your girlfriend, right? It's supposed to be a reward for her good behavior as the chick you were dating. You feel what I'm saying? So you peeped out, okay, she's cool, she's cooperative, she knows how to follow directions, she's doing all this shit right. So now, cool, you saying you want to be with me? Okay, you're proving to me that you're worth having this relationship. You see what I'm saying? But before that happens,
you know
what I mean?
In the
Right.
beginning, like, granted, we only dated for like a month and a half before it became serious, which was probably a mistake on my part.
Mm-hmm.
But Locario, in the beginning, she was all like docile and soft spoken,
Right.
and then gradually, she started like flexing.
Right,
Like,
and that's
you know
and
what I
see
mean?
and see that's why dudes gotta hold out on that relationship shit. Like a chick, see the thing is this, you could be with a chick for like a year and a half before she's actually even your girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying? Because you need time to see who you dealing with. You understand? Same thing for even if you get married to a chick. And in fact, when you get married, it should be even longer. Like me and my wife were together for 7 years before we even got married. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yes.
you gotta take time to really see who this chick is, and then you know what I'm saying, you really make it go down. But yo, bro, I appreciate the call. I got a few more people like trying to call in like crazy. You feel me?
All right, man.
But yo,
Thanks, man.
good looking out on that situation, man. You can just keep doing your thing. You can trust me. You're gonna find something else way better, and it's gonna be off the hook. You feel me?
Thanks for the game, bro.
All
Appreciate
right, bro. I'm hollering.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Guys gotta kick those chicks to the curb. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, Locario, what's good? This
What
Ed
up?
from VA.
Who this?
Ed from VA.
All right, what's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. I gotta tell you, man. Thank you for everything that you do.
That's what's up. Appreciate it, man.
Yo, that was So I just came off a vacation from Miami last week, man.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this chick I used to go to high school with. We never really talked, but I kind of knew who she was.
Right.
And so we were talking on Facebook for a little while. We decided to link up, man. We link up. So I got her sitting in my car.
Mm-hmm.
And I see, like, I know you made a video about how you gotta, a lot of times you can't just, like, jump into the whole having sex thing. You gotta, like, lead everything into that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that's exactly what I did, man. I was in the car, I was talking to her, we were chilling, and then I started leading it that way by talking about little different things. Like, for instance, I brought up, how people's bodies look and stuff like that. And then I brought up the subject of masturbation. We started talking about that, and then
Right.
the next thing you know, we over there sucking face in the damn car.
Right. That's what's
so
up.
I see how, like, the things that you put out there, I see how, they actually work, or how they actually go when you put them into practice and stuff.
Oh yeah. That's all we trying to tell cats, man. I'm like, yo, all you got to do is study the game and apply it. Is that simple? You know what I mean? But a lot of guys, again, since their mindset isn't where it needs to be, then it's going to be hard for them to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? And so once you do it and you start seeing, oh shit, is working, then you get into that zone where you're like, oh, I could do this again. I could make it happen with this chick. You know what I mean? And then your shit starts flowing in a better direction. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. And that puts me in the mentality of just thinking about it and just seeing, like, how, I don't know if you had said it or somebody else had said it, a lot of dudes, they do a lot of the things that they do because they never actually had a chick that, like, will actually cooperate with, who actually, like, likes them for real.
Right.
A bunch of bullshit of, like, girls who just, like, lead them on.
Oh yeah, because
stuff like that.
Man, women, I'm telling you, man, women love attention. They love the fact that, and the thing is, you gotta understand, women know what they could get away with certain dudes, because once they do something slick or once they do something goofy, and you're just like, you sort of take it, you know what I mean? And then they see that you keep fucking with them. They're like, oh, cool, I could use him to play around with. I could use him when I'm bored. I could use him when that guy I really want isn't calling me. You see what I'm saying? So they'll do all that shit with another dude. They'll do that shit with a dude who's sort of like not showing her that he knows what's going on. And that's what's very important when you're dealing with women. You have to let them know by your words, your actions, all this other shit, that you know what's going on. Meaning that she can't play games with you. She can't put you in no friend zone. You ain't gonna sit there and be her, emotional buddy and all that other dumb shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then that's gonna make her either, do what she gotta do with you, or to leave you alone, so that you don't really be wasting time with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it is what it is, bro, man. But, yo, I appreciate the call, my dude. Keep doing your thing, brother. You feel me?
No problem, man.
All right, bro.
Stay up, man.
I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right. I think it's starting to rain and shit outside. Yeah, it's like I hear the fucking thunder and lightning and all that shit. Man. All right, let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo. Yo. All right. Going once, going twice.
Yeah.
All right. The hell? Where's this shit at? This shit bugging out. This shit bugging the fuck out. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Hey, Locario, what's going on, man? It's McCann Cornell, man.
What up? What's poppin' with you, bro?
Man, just chilling, man. Just trying to stay cool, stay out this heat, man.
I feel you. Shit.
But yeah, man. I got a question though, man.
All right.
I've been noticing like the last 6 months. I had an old girlfriend reach out on social media, and then just recently I had an old situation from about four or 5 years ago that ended really bad, and she just reached out on social media. So my take is, like, have you ever had a situation like this, and you know, how should I go about you know, with this situation? Because at the end of the day, like, I don't want to like get with these chicks. Like, I'm done. I done moved on. I done grew from these situations. So it's like I'm not even beat for them. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you ever had this situation before, like, how did you go about like moving on with this situation as far as old situations trying to reach out to you on social media?
Yeah, well, it all depends. It's like, if it's a chick who, you know, a chick say we messed around, you know, before, and we're cool, and we just sort of like got out of touch. Like, if she's cool and I like her, I still might fuck with her. I still might hang out with her, maybe hook up with her again or whatever it is. But let's say it's a chick I'm not really feeling like that, or, you know, I'm not really trying to mess with in that way. I'll still be cool with her. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, if she reaches out, I'll keep it real friendly and platonic, but I'm not going to extend my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to like try to set up a meetup or nothing like that. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and even if she's trying to set up a meetup, you know, I'm not really going to go through it. I'm be like, look, man, you know, like, I'm kind of busy. I ain't really trying to, you know, do all of that, but we could still be cool. We could still hang out sometime, whatever it is. So it all depends on like what you really trying to do with the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a chick you want to, you know, keep shit going with or to mess around with, then yeah, keep it going. But if it's a chick you're not trying to do anything with, then as far as like anything sexual, you can still stay cool with her. Because I'm a big fan of like never really cutting the chick off unless it needs to happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like like unless she's like fucking crazy, like she did something to my mama, something like that. Like, if you know what I'm saying, like if she's just a crazy chick, then okay, I ain't fucking with you. But if it's just a chick I sort of like lost touch with, and she hits me back, and then, you know, and we still sort of cool, I just keep cool with her, because, you know, you never know, you know, like who you're dealing with that could also lead to other things, other cool things in your life, because she may know somebody else that she could hook you up with for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all still cool, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like, even even if you had a bad falling out, because at the end of the day, like, especially with the second chick I mentioned, like, we had a real bad falling out, and at the end of the day, I don't expect a woman to apologize. Because at the end of the day, like, a woman's not going to do that. You feel me? So I feel like I said, we had a real bad falling out, and at the end of the day, like, I was at peace with it. I'm like, cool, I'm good. I don't care if I ever speak to this chick again in life. Like, I'm good, and I'm like, we separated or whatever. We wasn't friends on social media or nothing, and I was like, I was surprised when she sent me a friend request, and as soon as I accepted, she hit me on Facebook Messenger, hit me up, hey, what's up? I was like, it was just a bunch of small talk.
Right.
But I also feel like at the end of the day too, that they both want to be nosy. They want to know what other women, or if I have a special girlfriend, you know, and if I'm showcasing her online. Because at the end of the day, women are always competing with each other.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I feel like on the other flip side of that too is like, okay, I think they really just they really don't care to see what I got going on personally. I just feel like they just want to be nosy, see what women or whatever case I'm in is who I'm dealing with.
Right. Well. At the end of the day, if we want to get like, if we want to get objective about it, none of them really care. It's more so everything is still what can you do for me. This is why I'm saying unless you sort of feel like you want to do something with them, then it is what it is. But I always just keep this shit open because I just like to keep my options open in all areas of life. But yes, of course they probably be being nosy or they were with some dude and they probably just got out of a situation with a dude and now they're trying to see what's up with you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I was also thinking that too because, at the same time, the second chick that I mentioned, she's still with the dude who she started messing with me for. So it's like, okay, but then I could be thinking like, okay, maybe she might be thinking about getting rid of this dude, and maybe she having second thoughts like, damn, I did fuck that situation up that I had in the past.
Right. That's
let me just peek just to see what's going on in his life because I'm really thinking about getting rid of this dude. So
that's what they do. That's what they do.
Because I'm thinking like your show's a title. I'm thinking of a ladies' man, how a ladies' man would think. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'm thinking. These are the different perspectives that I'm thinking on this situation. So it's like, okay, it's weird because like I said, the one reached out. You know what I'm saying? And she's been actually stalking me on like Instagram. She's been sending me massive requests trying to follow me so bad on Instagram, and I just keep denying it. And then last week, our old situation reached out. So that's why I was kind of wondering, like, what should I do?
Well, also,
at the end of the day.
But also, look, you gotta also. This is what I was saying before. Really, you just gotta do anything that's beneficial to you in regard to that. You feel what I'm saying? That's really it. So it's more so like if you're saying to yourself, well, these chicks is choosing a little bit right now, so I'm gonna just have them come over and suck me off real quick, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. If you want to do that, you could do that, or you could talk to them and see what's going on, and then you might say, oh yeah, I'm trying. Like let's say you having a fucking event you need some people to come through. Be like, yo, come through to this event because you're trying to get more motherfuckers in there. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you trying to do, as long as it's benefiting you, then you do that. Like you don't necessarily need to worry about what they trying to do because what they're trying to do with you is only going to happen in relation to what you trying to do with them. So whatever you trying to do with them, that's all they're going to get. You feel what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, like I said, I was thinking, it's funny you said that too, because it's like, I was thinking that on that also, I'm not going to really extend myself, you feel me? So I feel like if they try to invite me somewhere, because I feel like that's what's going to happen next. One of them is going to be like, what's up, I would like to see you, or, whatever the case the scenario may be, because I feel like that's coming soon.
Right.
So, that's why I was just wondering, have you ever had a situation like that?
Oh yeah, I've had those situations happen a few times. So again, I always just look at it where it's like, okay, do I really want to see this girl again? Because this one other chick hit me up, maybe I think it was like a few months ago. Some chick I used to date or whatever, and she like, it was weird because like she didn't like when I was looking at her pictures. She didn't look as good as I remember it. I was like, damn, I went out with this chick. I was like, fuck. I was like, what's going on with me? But anyway, but she was cool though. So I'm like, I was just like, yeah, I'm doing my thing, blah blah blah, doing my coaching thing, whatever. And so she was like, yeah, we should like hang out sometime. And I was like, okay, yeah, we could probably do that, whatever. I was just sort of like nonchalant with it because I really wasn't trying to do too much, but I also wasn't trying to kick her to the curb too because also. That girl, she is fucked up, but she always had for some reason like free tickets to shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't wanna mess up my free ticket situation.
Right, you connect. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that goes back to what you were saying. Only if keep them around, or deal with the situation if it only benefits you.
Right,
okay?
right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
That's what it is, man. I don't want to hold up the line. And,
that's what
also,
it is, man.
I want to just tell the fellas in the chat room, man, to go get your book too, man. I enjoyed the book, and
that's what's up,
my
man.
head's been buried in it. And I'm also right now. I'm on the second read, so I'm gonna keep, masterminding it and keep reading it, 10 to 15 times until I'm able to teach the book my damn self.
That's
so
what up. That's what's up.
I just want the guys, just grab the book, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
So, yeah,
right,
that's
man.
what it is. Man, I'm gonna holler at you, man.
All right, bro. All right,
All right.
peace. Later. All right. Woo, shit. I'm fucking hot up in this bitch. Oh, man. That's why it's about to rain outside, because it's like fucking crazy. All right, let me... Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Mr. Locario.
What's popping? Who's this?
This is Ross from Southern California.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, so I had a question about, like, having, like, gauging your level of success.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember in this one video you said that, like, if your game is, like, really tight, like, you'll get, like, probably about, like, 40 to, like, 60% of the women.
Mm-hmm.
But, does it mean that you'll get, like, laid with that many women, or is it numbers?
Yeah, it's always everything is still going to be the ratio. So, like, let's say if you talk to 100 girls, you might get, like, if you're really good, if you're really advanced, you might get like 40 to maybe 50 of those, like half of the half numbers, and then out of those 50, you might sleep with maybe like 8 of them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's usually how it would go if you're like an advanced dude. You see what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not like you're gonna sleep with like all the girls whose numbers you get.
Nah, that's usually not gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you get one girl's number, you may end up sleeping with her. But if you get like 8 girls' numbers, you're probably most likely not gonna sleep with all 8 girls. You see what I'm saying? It's just that's how it usually happens, because the thing is that certain girls that you deal with, right, they'll give you the number just to give you the number. It's not that they're that interested in you. It's not that they really even want to. This is why you'll get a girl's number, you'll text her or call her, and she'll never respond. You feel what I'm saying? Because she wasn't really that interested. She just sort of gave it up just to give it up. You see what I mean? Like, girls just give out their number easily. Like, it's to get a number is not hard. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can get numbers like that. You understand? It's just more so, is that number that you're getting, or if you give a girl your number, is that going to translate into her wanting to see you, or you having sex with her, or you dealing with her? You see what I mean? So,
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of numbers, but but some of them, sometimes I get something happening, or sometimes they don't respond, or a lot of times they flake out or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's like that's with everyone.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's what it is. Well, the thing is this: I always tell guys, don't focus on, like that one girl or this one girl here. Like, it has to be a constant rotation of things happening. So a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll go out, they'll get like 3 girls' numbers, and then they'll concentrate on trying to get those 3 girls. So they'll call all 3 of them. They'll keep trying to get in contact with them. They'll exhaust that situation, and then they'll try to talk to more girls. Now, you gotta, when you get those 3 girls' numbers, still talk to another girl, still get 4 girls' numbers, 5. You gotta keep it as a rotation consistently. Even when those girls are cooperating, you still wanna talk to more women, because if you get a girl's number, let's say y'all even go out on a date, I get a drink or whatever, everything could be cool that time. Next thing you know, y'all go out on a second date, everything's cool. You still ain't hit it, and then you're trying to hit it for the 3rd date, and then she never calls you again. You see what I'm saying? So now, if you would have been at the same time talking to other girls, you'd have 3-4 girls in the stash that you could talk to, even though this girl was fronting. You see what I'm saying? So that's all it is, man.
So the highest you can get, like, out of 100 girls you approach, probably be like 10 to 20 of them.
Yeah, well, usually, like a guy, let's say if a guy is like terrible, like his game is super weak, he's, he doesn't know how to talk to women, blah, 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 whatever. If he approached 100 girls, he'll probably get 1 or 2, 2 if he's like, on a good day, right? That'll even just give him the number. You know what I'm saying? Then if you have a guy who's like average, the average type of guy out here, is usually going to get like maybe 10%, if that much. Anywhere between 1 and 10%. That's the average dude is going to get usually. But more so on the 10% scale. So like if the guy talks to 100 chicks, he'll probably get like, the average guy will get like 10 numbers. You understand what I'm saying? And then if you're a little bit more intermediate, you'll probably get like anywhere between 20 and 30. And if you're advanced, it'll be like 40 to like 60. You see what I mean? So that's usually like the ratios of how it goes, because there's going to be so many girls. The reason why it'll never be like 100% or it's not going to be like 99% is because there's too many factors that are going to disqualify you. So one factor could be the girl has a boyfriend, husband, the girl's a lesbian, the girl she's not attracted to you. You feel you're just not her type. Also, those are like just a few factors that's going to stop you from getting certain chicks' numbers. You see what I'm saying? Or getting with certain girls. Then when you get the girls' numbers, this is why the ratio goes low again. So let's say a guy gets 40 numbers, and out of those 40, he sleeps with like 7. Because the other girls, even though he got their number, some of those girls changed their mind after he called. They wasn't feeling him anymore. Or some of the girls just gave him the number just to give it to him. They wasn't really into him. They just was like, fuck it, here, take my number. You feel what I'm saying? Some of them have other guys they're dealing with. At the same time, they gave that guy the number, and now they're like caught in between all the other shit. So or some girls will flake because of whatever. It's like so many different variables, which is why it's a numbers game. You see what I'm saying? There's so much shit that will stop you from getting this thing happening with a specific girl, which is why you gotta play the numbers game. You see what I'm saying? Like there's no way around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so even if like you have really good game, you get like 50 to 60% of those girls.
Right.
It's still going to be like less than a quarter of them. Fuck you.
Exactly, and this is why I tell dudes you should step up your game, because the thing is, when you look at it, it's the you being able to, because you gotta understand something. The average guy probably has like, I think I'm not sure the exact number, but I think they did polls on this or studies on this where they said the average guy has like maybe I think 7 or 8 sex partners in his whole life. You know what I'm saying? So if you're able to get 8 girls to sleep with you out of 100, you're doing way better than the average dude. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. So the thing is that it may sound a little out of a bunch of girls you're talking to, but 8 chicks is still a lot of chicks to have sex with, period. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Yeah. The thing is being able to maintain that shit if you want to keep having sex, either with that girl or with different girls. You see what I mean?
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, because I mean, I know like a lot of times I get down like, oh, why am I getting rejected so many times?
Right.
You know, like what?
And the thing is, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen regardless. It's supposed to happen. See, it's supposed to, like, the rejection is normal. That's the thing guys don't understand. Guys, this is what they think. They think that they want to learn the formula to be this super guy with the best game so that every girl they talk to, or at least 99% of the girls they talk to, is not going to reject them. It's never going to happen that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter how good you look. It doesn't even matter how good your game is. There's going to be certain girls who's just not going to be feeling you because of all those variables. You see what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And this is why a guy needs to make sure he has the mindset of a ladies' man, because when you have that mindset, you understand that, so you don't let the rejection get you down. That's really what makes the dudes don't get girls. It's not that these girls are rejecting them. It's that they're making the rejection stop them. They're making the rejections get them upset. They're making the rejections make them feel a certain way. So they're like, these 10 girls rejected me, so I guess I'm not good looking, or I guess girls don't like me, so I'm just going to quit. And they didn't realize that, you got to keep talking, because you're going to run into that 11th or 12th girls who's going to be feeling you, and that 12th girl could be the one you have sex with. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what it is. You see what I mean? So,
yeah. A lot of times I feel like I just have no choice but just keep going.
Yeah, that's what it is. You gotta keep
let that rejection fuel my, desire to do better or find someone else is better for me.
Right. And also learn from the rejections, because there is situations where you may be getting rejected too much because you're doing a lot of things wrong, which is not a good thing. You see what I'm saying? So like, let's say for example, and it could be something simple as like your hygiene. Let's say you smell funny, but you don't realize you smell funny, and let's say your breath stink, and that one thing, if you fix that, would increase your shit 10 times. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's little shit like that guys don't think about. You know what I'm saying? And so it's certain things you got to understand that, yeah, the rejection's going to happen, period, no matter how on point and good your game is and all that, but you just got to keep it flowing, and then you're going to end up seeing, okay, I'm getting more things going based off of what's going on. And also, too, you can sort of gauge your skill level based off of how much, chicks are being receptive to you. So if you notice, you talk to 100 girls and 15 or 20 gave you the number, you could be like, oh shit, I didn't realize that my game was this on point. You probably would have never known until you went out there and did that. You see what I mean? So it's a good measuring stick to see where you're at and where you can get better at. You see what I mean?
Right.
So
Right, because the better the game is, and more women you're going to sleep with. Or,
right, exactly.
Go out with.
Right, exactly. That's what it is, man. That is what it is, man. But I appreciate the call, my dude. I'm going to try to get a few more in before we get up out of here. All right? So I'm going to holler at you, man.
All right, thanks a lot, Mr. Locario.
All right, bro. You be safe. All right. So we got about 10 more minutes. Oh, my goodness. Whew. It is crazy out here. Black Cloud, what's going on, bro? What is the deal? Jermaine Joey says, so the game is 40% on a good day. Well, it depends on the dude, If he's a little advanced, that's pretty fucking good. You feel what I'm saying? Poti Robinson, what's good, bro? But remember, guys, make sure you get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, and audiobook. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you get that. Go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Nathan Wong, you said your mind is blown from around 8 chicks in a lifetime. You can't understand that. Yeah, also too, you gotta understand, some guys be in long-term relationships and shit like that. So, and then they might not end up cheating on their girl. They just be fucking their girl for a few years, all that other stuff. So, it is what it is. Call number 646-481-3901. But yeah, is that rain out there? Jesus Christ. That is crazy. But yeah, because the thing is, at the end of the day, man, and this is why I wanted to do this video today, when he's talking about having that mindset. The mindset is the thing that's going to get you to success. It's the thing that's going to separate you from all the other guys who have that loser mentality, who have the loser mindset. He said I should just call just to smash, or what's a good conversation? Well, you can call the chick just to smash, you feel me? But we get this call. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Good afternoon, Locario. It's Bobby calling from
God,
Atlanta.
Here we go. We ain't gonna do that today. We ain't gonna do that today. Hilarious. We ain't gonna do all that today, bro. This motherfucker. Like I was saying, man. Like I was saying. The mindset is the shit. And you gotta maintain that. Remember, it's something that you gotta consistently, be on top of. Because the thing is, you wanna get to the point where you understand at the core there's nothing that you need to be insecure about. And there's nothing that you need to fear when it comes to this game and when it comes to dealing with women. You want to get to that point where you understand that. Also, what I think what confuses certain guys is they think that in order to be confident, in order to have that certain mindset, that you can't be nervous, you can't be scared. You know, like you can still be nervous and still be confident. You can still be scared to do something and still be confident at doing it. You just believe you can do it and go do it. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, well, Locario, what's good?
What's poppin'?
Baby.
What's going on, bro? What's the deal with you, man?
What's going on? Nothing much, man. Just here working, man. You know, I'm over here looking at some honeys over here. But I'm working, though.
That's
you know
what's up. That's what's up. So what's going on with you, bro?
Not much. I was calling in because, you know, got you know, have me thinking about the mind thing, so I want to elaborate on that. You know what I'm saying? From my point of view, I feel like like I tell you every time I call in, like the mind is a powerful thing.
Right.
If a man can believe it, he can achieve it. You know what I mean? So that deal with finance, women, and everything in total.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, a lot of men don't believe that. Like yesterday, bro, I went to an event. You know, because you know they're doing Love and Hip Hop again, like season 2.
Oh, right,
so
right.
Yeah, so it's nothing but like bad honeys in there. I mean, like bad honey. I'm over there. I'm talking to left and right, talking to him and everything. So a lot of dudes like, man, like who is this cat? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
They can't believe like dudes can do that. Talk to like the baddest girl in town, and even the co-stars like Trina and everything. I'm talking to all of them.
Right.
And they're like, damn, like who is this cat, man? I say, man, that's the mindset, the man mindset. Now that,
right?
It's the bad boy membership. You feel me?
That's all it is.
So,
and a lot of dudes. That's the funny part. It's always funny to see other cats when they see you doing your thing. They're just like in awe, like, oh my god, how do you do that? And that's crazy because they want to do it, but they scared. They don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? And I mean, Locario, the women are bad. You talking about bad? Bad.
Right,
and
right.
Like they're shaking in their knees.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
So I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. But the mind is a serious thing, you know what I'm saying? So what I learned in practice was like, because I do a lot of research and reading books and stuff. I know it's like a lot of rich people. What they do is they have a mindset of wealth. That's how they generate wealth. So they wake up like every day and, you know, hypnotize their mind. Like they do affirmation every morning, like, oh, I'm somebody in the world and stuff like that. And you can see the result of that. You know what I'm saying? Like people like Russell Simmons, you know, Donald Trump. I know people don't like him, but they do that.
Right.
That's where they at.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, see, again, a lot of times, what happens is that when you are doing a certain thing or you're down a certain path and you're focused on that thing, then you start to attract all those other things that go with that. You see what I'm saying? So if you're about, you know, being positive and getting shit going as far as like, you know, the game or even money or whatever it is, you're gonna start to think, okay, well, since I have the mindset of a guy who's a ladies' man who's trying to get these women, what can I do to learn more to get these women? Where do I need to go? What do I need to say? How do I get this, you know, these girls attracted to me? You start thinking about that versus thinking about defeatist shit. Talking about, oh, I can't do it and no one likes me and I suck. And you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You feel what I'm saying? So,
and not only that, but one of the videos you made was very true. You were talking about you should have like a I don't care attitude. Like,
right.
Who the F cares? You know what I'm saying? And you get better results. Ever since then, I've been posting like 10 women a day. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting results.
Right. Exactly. That's it. That's what it is, man. It's like dudes really just got to put themselves out there because once they do, they're gonna see, oh shit, like the shit is actually working. I'm actually getting progress, and it's so because really all I tell dudes is this: I'm teaching you the basics and I'm teaching you certain aspects of it. I'm teaching you some advanced stuff, whatever. But none of that means nothing if you don't put it into practice. You know what I'm saying? It means nothing. Just, you know what I mean? Like the book means nothing unless you actually put the stuff into practice or the programs and everything. You gotta put it out there. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
So how many? So on an average, 10 women a day is good, right? Or it should be more than 10 women a day.
Yeah, 10 chicks a day, or getting 10 numbers. The average dude would do that. Like if you could do that, that's like the basic type of like thing. The more well versed you are in a game, and the more that on point you are, you'll get more and more. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Cause like a dude who's just a regular dude who doesn't really know that much about attracting women, if he went up and approached 100 women, he'd probably get 10 numbers. You see what I'm saying? So and that's from knowing nothing. So the thing is that if you all he would really need though, also he would need to have a certain mindset. That's what he would need to have though, because if he is keep getting rejected, he would need to have the mindset to keep going. That's the only way he's gonna get to those 10 girls. You understand? Because he would probably have to talk to 100 girls to get the 10 girls. So he would need the mindset to keep going out of all those rejections. You see what I'm saying? So that's what he would need. You know what I mean? And like you said, this is why the mind is so powerful, because you need to be able to continue to keep going and believe that you can keep going even despite women rejecting you. You see what I'm saying?
I do feel what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie. I started believing it, and I started seeing a lot of results, even in my work field and everything. Like money's coming in, women's like they looking at me like I'm like somebody big and down. I'm just like a regular Joe.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because you got a different energy, bro. That's what dudes understand. Like when your shit switches up and it flips, you have a whole different vibe that women could feel, that people could feel. Because remember, all of this is just energy. We're all bouncing off each other and all this other stuff. That is the vibrations and all that other shit. Dude, so when you have that certain energy, the chicks can feel it. They can see it. They like there's times where I've gone to places where when I walk into the place, I already knew the chick that I'm gonna get. You feel what I'm saying? Because I walk in and I already peeped the girl that was looking at me. You feel what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna most likely get her. And 9 times out of 10, it fucking happens. Sometimes the girl will actually walk to me. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is like I was at some spot one time. I came into the spot. I saw this girl in the corner of my eye. I walked to the bar. I got a drink, and I just stood there and was drinking my drink. Not even like a minute and a half later, she walks near the bar next to me. She didn't say shit to me, but she was there. So she was waiting for me to say something. So I said something to her. We started going back and forth. And then basically by the end of the night, we ended up smashing. You see what I mean? And so it was just off of that fucking, the energy. I just came in there. I came in there like I was the shit. Like my clothes is on point. I was feeling good. I was, doing all of this shit. I saw her peeping me out, and I saw that she was coming through. And these are the type of things that the more that you study game and the more that you understand these things, you'll notice the girls that are feeling you. You'll notice when they're fucking checking you out. Because you always hear people say, you gotta wait for a chick to choose you. You understand? Or you're looking for choosing signals. You'll know more of the choosing signals when you're more well versed in the game. Because sometimes, unfortunately, this is what fucks up a lot of dudes. There'll be chicks that'll be choosing a dude. He don't even know he's getting chosen. And then so what happens is that if he ends up talking to the girl who's already choosing him, he thinks she don't like him already. He thinks she don't like him, so he's trying to impress her. And by doing that, that makes her not like him. So he ends up fucking up the situation he already had in the bag. You see what I mean? Because he didn't realize he was getting chosen. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. That's true. That's true. That happens to a lot of guys. It's like one cat yesterday, last night, he was talking to some girl, and he was like, he don't know what he said wrong. He said, yo, what did I do wrong? I said, bro, there's no way you approach her, man. You shouldn't even give a F, bro.
Right, and that's the thing. Some of these dudes, they be talking themselves out the pussy. They don't know the signs when the chick is giving them. Because remember, chicks are very passive and passive aggressive. So sometimes chicks won't outright say shit. So you got to be the one to really peep what's going on, read the situation, and then do your thing to get her to follow you. You know what I'm saying? That's all that shit is. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, real talk, man.
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm going to let you go, man. Oh, I was going to tell you I'm about to go to New York in August, man. I got to hit you up, man. So
holla at me. Let me know what's good.
All right, I'm going to email you, man, because I want to go to the mainstream bar, because you always talking about it. I'm like, what the hell is that bar, man?
No, that's just something I be saying. Like, that's just an example. But we got a lot of spots out here, though. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let you know.
All right, I hit you up, man.
All right, bro.
You, man.
All right, bro. I'm holla.
Later, bro.
All right, peace. Later. All right, man. All right, people. So it's about that time. Make sure that you guys get the book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, audio book. Make sure you click the link below to get your copy today. Also, make sure you guys go to undeniablegame.com. That's undeniablegame.com, where you get the free program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. All right, I need all you guys to follow me on Instagram. The Instagram is at Real Mr. Locario. So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? And so we can get it popping. You feel me? But let me shout out to all the people in the room. Ellie Empire, shout out to you. Ross Goldberg, Jermaine Jones in the spot. Nathan Wong, Darrell S. Who else is up in here? ESA. Manure San. Who else? L Hall. Heathen Deluxe. Young King. C41X. Who else is up in the building? Who else is up in here? Wade Potts Brown. Shout out to you. Shout out to my dude Ronnie Ron. Death Row Camp. Got Juice. Whiskey to Dawn. Man. Nez. Shout out to you, bro. Andy DeVirgo. Shout out to you. IBPM RB. Shout out to you. Kenwood Drive. King X. Shout out to you. Damon Smith. Enemies Defeated. Who else is up in here? Fresh Dawn. Young J216. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody coming through. I will see you guys next week, all right? So you guys have a good weekend, and I will talk to you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.